Hello and welcome to another edition of Yorkshire Chef. This time I thought we'd do something different for a change, so what we're doing this week is smoked mackerel potato salad. What I've got here is 5 pieces of smoked mackerel. I got these from Market, and I think Market's best place to go for smoked mackerel because it's basically it's the only place you can get it. And you get 5 pieces for about £4.59 from Fish Merchant in Leeds Market. Anyway, let's crack on. For this smoked mackerel potato salad, we've got mackerel, 5 pieces of mackerel. You probably won't use all these unless you're greedy. We've got 2 potatoes and some baby corn. With some dwarf beans and mushrooms. And smoked mackerel, it takes about 5 minutes to cook because it's already pre-cooked, and it keeps for about a week in freezer, so you only want to grill it for about 5 minutes. So longest thing to take is potatoes. So we'll first of all peel these. What we want to do is mash potatoes, and to do that we just chop these up. And we need to boil these for about 25 minutes. Chop them up as small as you like. Those are nearly boiled. What I've done is part boiled them, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add broad dwarf beans. And all you do with these is you top and tail them. You top and tail them. Best thing is to wash them first before you do that. Just give them a rinse under the sink. With these you just top and tail them, then you chop them up. And these boil for about 4 or 5 minutes, no weather. You can just add them straight in. So the mashing with potatoes, that's the best way of having them. Or if you want to save a bit of time, you could put a couple of them together. Or even bunch a couple of them together and just top and tail them all at once. Saves a lot of time instead of doing them individually. Then just drop them in like that. Then you get your baby sweet corn. Give that a rinse through. And you can chop that as small as you want. and you'd normally boil this for about 5 minutes, but I recommend about 10 minutes so it mashes nicely in. You can buy that tin stuff, but it tends to be a bit on the sweet side. At this stage you can add a bit of salt if you want, but I wouldn't really recommend it because it more or less kills taste to any meat. And now we have boiled potatoes and partially boiled potatoes, baby sweet corn and dwarf beans, and leave that on for another about 5 or 10 minutes. Incidentally, while that's boiling away, what you could be doing is preparing your mushrooms for frying, and slit those in half like that, and we'll do them in a bit of oil. We'll fry them off in a bit of oil later. Will take 2 or 3 minutes. Now, boiling potatoes might seem like the easiest thing in the world in cookery, but a lot of people make mistakes of you've all heard of army joke, lumpy mashed potato, but there is a way to ensure that your potato never gets lumpy, and that's if you can just gently run a knife through it, and it just cuts away just like that. That's how you can tell if your potato is properly boiled. And another secret to this is not to boil them for too long, about 20 minutes or so, just so they don't disintegrate but they're actually cooked through. And then what you've got to do is colander this lot off. So just get yourself a colander. And just strain it all off. And this is what you end up with. Your mashed potatoes just boiled exactly, and you can run them through gently with a knife, and there's no force needed, no real force needed there. So next thing you've got to do is mash it. You can either have them like this, or you can mash them up. And I made a mistake of putting this stuff in beforehand, so I'll just leave them like that. Plus it looks a lot, presentation wise, if you leave them like that, it looks a lot better. So you want to put them somewhere warm while your mushrooms are frying. Mushrooms is the easiest thing in the world to do, and it'll take about 2 or 3 minutes. And all you want is about a teaspoon or a tablespoon, if you like, of or dessert spoon of olive oil in your pan. Just whiz that round the pan, so you cover part of it. And you don't drop your mushrooms in. No chef worth his salt ever drops the mushrooms in. wait till it comes to sizzling and place them in like that. So they'll fry nicely through. Then when you've left them in for 2 or 3 minutes, there should be no spatter coming off this at all if you've used correct amount of oil, about a teaspoonful. You don't have to be too fanatical about it. There should be no spatter coming off this at all, so plus if you got your oven set right, you should be able to just place your hand there. There's no problem at all, no spatter coming back. And the proper way to turn a mushroom in frying pan is just get a knife underneath it, get a fork on top and just nudge it over, and that's overdone, never mind. And just turn your mushrooms with fork and knife. So when they're nice and brown, these are a bit overcooked. And again, that's 2 or 3 minutes top side up. Now we move on to presentation. Now mushrooms are fried. I'll have to admit to a bit of cheating. I've had potatoes in microwave for a few minutes just to keep them nice and warm. And for presentation, you want everything not so in a jumbo. Ideally they should be on inside a plate. It seems a lot of faffing about, but it looks a bit better if it's nicely presented. Then your sweet corn, and you do half bean chopped. Let's bring the camera closer in. All you do with that is just sprinkle it on top. It serves about 1 or 2 dishes. It's optimum, it serves about 2 people. Of course, the best part of this dish is mackerel, and you can put as many mackerel on as you want. And under grill for 5 minutes. So the good thing about mackerel is you can either grill it or you can eat it raw. And I'll put 3 on just for, we did 3 early just for demonstration purposes. And now you add your mushrooms, and these are a bit overcooked, and just put these on outside. bottom side up of course. And there you have it, smoked mackerel with potato salad and mushrooms. Anyway, thanks for watching.